Buying a trailer is an expensive purchase. Working in the trailer industry, I see people all the time who will buy a used trailer without doing even the slightest amount of research first. And while you can find some very good deals buying used, you also take a lot of risk that can end up costing you in the long run. And oftentimes it can end up costing you more than if you just bought a new trailer. So here are 3 things that you should seriously consider before buying a used trailer. Also, don't forget to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to share a bonus tip that is super important. First thing that you want to consider is that a used trailer is typically not going to come with a warranty. Most people assume that trailer warranties work the same as vehicle warranties. And while it's an assumption that actually makes a lot of sense, it's very far from being accurate. For one, there really isn't a standard for how trailer warranties are set up. So you may have one that has a warranty of all the structural components, but nothing else, one that has a warranty on everything, or one that has no warranty at all. That's why it's so important to dig into a trailer manufacturer's warranty before buying one. More relevant for our discussion though, is that unlike cars, many trailer warranties don't follow the trailer after its first purchase. So you may have a trailer that's only 6 months old and still has a year left on its warranty, but if that warranty doesn't follow to the next owner, you may find yourself in a bad position if you were to depend on that warranty to still be active. So always make sure to check on whether or not the warranty will be voided when you buy a used trailer. Before I get to number 2, it's my goal to help people make the most educated decisions possible when making a trailer purchase. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Number 2 is brand quality. I had a guy tell me one time that the difference between trailer brands is basically the same as between Ford, Dodge, and Chevy. There really isn't one. People just have their brand preferences. I would strongly advise you to not fall into that trap of thinking about trailers though. Just like with anything else, you're going to have trailer brands that are going to last longer, have more features, and are going to do the job much more efficiently. You've also got trailers that are the equivalent of something made to sell at the dollar store. It's especially important to know the good brands from the not so good brands when you're buying a used trailer. After all, if you're buying something without a warranty, you want it to be built as good as possible so that you don't have issues later on. While it's not a surefire way to tell, one quick and easy thing you can do to see if a trailer's brand is quality enough is to check the warranty and axles. Most good quality trailers will come with at least a 3-year structural warranty and a 1-year component warranty, though they may call it something a little bit different than that. They'll also use either Dexter or Lippert axles, as those are the main 2 manufacturers in the trailer axle game. If you want a separate video on how to determine which trailer brands are the best, comment below to let me know and I'll make one. Number 3 is to remember that you don't know how that trailer's been treated. If there's one reason to buy a new trailer instead of a used one, this is it. Unless you're buying from someone you know and trust, you just can't be sure that the trailer has been taken care of. Has it been greased properly? Has it been overloaded? Has it been in any accidents? There's no Carfax for trailers, so you just have to be really careful. Again, you don't want to get a trailer and then find out that the previous owner didn't take care of the axles and now you have to replace one. Trust me, that gets expensive. Quick story. I used to own a junk removal company. I did a job for some people one time who were moving, and they offered to trade me their trailer for the job so they didn't have to take it with them. I said yes and took the trailer. I used it a few times before I noticed that the floor was starting to cave in. So I crawled under the trailer to find that the main support, which runs the length of the trailer, had broken in half. Thankfully, since I had just traded some time for it, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I don't want the same thing to happen to you on a trailer you pay good money for. Before I get to the bonus, make sure you like the video if you're getting anything out of it. It really helps the channel out a lot. All right, and now for that bonus tip, which is that most used trailers are going to be sold as is. Now, this may seem like it's pretty much common sense, but there are some things to take into consideration with that. As is means that when you drive it off the lot or out of the driveway or wherever else it is that you bought it, it's yours, problems and all. I had a customer one time who bought a repo trailer for his business. He signed the as-is paperwork and everything. Whenever he started to pull away with it, half the lights on the trailer didn't work, including the taillights. He was honestly stuck because it belonged to him, problems and all. And we were selling it for the repo company, so he had paid them, not us. And so we really had no say in the matter. Now, thankfully, the company we were selling it for did end up fixing the lights. And in the long run, it did work out. But not everyone's going to do that, especially if you sign an as-is form. So the moral of the story is, when you're looking at used trailers, be very careful. There's a lot that can go wrong, and you don't want to get stuck with a trailer that hurts you more than it helps you. Thanks for watching the video.